So today we will talk about fractions, okay? So first of all, why do you need fractions? Can any one of you finish the whole 12-inch pizza? Yes or no?
No.
No. What do? Do you share with your family, right? So when we share with our family, how are we going to describe how much we want to eat, okay? For the whole pizza, we call it one whole. The whole thing, we eat it, okay? If we cannot finish the whole, we cut it into two, okay? Cut into two. And then I take one. So how are we going to represent it mathematically? This concept, cut into two, and then you take one. We say that we can express it in a fraction, okay? The denominator is the number at the bottom. It refers to how many pieces you've cut it. So you've cut it into two pieces. And then the top one represents the number of pieces you've taken. So this time is one, okay? We put it on top. So there are some meaning for the numbers on top and at the bottom. For the top one is how many pieces you have now, okay? You got it. And then the bottom one is the number of pieces you've cut it, okay? The cutting. Actually, the concept of cutting is related to division, all right? So when we do fractions, it is very much related to multiplication and division. Later on, we will change the fraction into decimals and into percentage, okay? We will keep the concept that the bottom part tells you how many pieces you've cut it, you've divided it, okay? So another word for cut is you divided it, okay? So you can see you have the third pizza, you've cut it into 4 pieces, and then you take one of it, okay? Rehan, how can I express it in fraction? If I have cut it into 4 pieces and then I take one, there are two numbers, one on top and one at the bottom. How are you going to represent it?
Is the one at the bottom 4?
Yeah. And then the one on top?
On top is 1.
Yeah, we say it is 1/4, okay? 1/4. So there are different fractions, okay? If you can see the whole circle has been shaded, we call it one whole, a complete one. If you find it has been cut into two, so we put 2 here, shaded one, we call it a half. And then cut it into 4 pieces, you take one, we call it a quarter, okay? A half, a quarter. And then, Randy, this one we have cut it into how many pieces?
6.
6 pieces. How many has been shaped?
1.
So what is the fraction we need to represent it? Top one is, bottom is?
Bottom is a 6 and top is a 1.
Yeah, we call it 1/6, okay? Or I usually say 1 out of 6. This is another way I will say it, or 1/6, okay? I will say it in any one of it, okay? So Angela, the last one, we have cut it into how many pieces and how many pieces has been shaded?
2/4.
Yeah, 2/4, okay? So 2/4, okay? Like this. So after we know that fractions, it means for a certain piece, we have cut it into the same size, okay? Pieces of the same size, and then we shaded some of it, or we've taken out some of this. We can do the comparison, okay? We can compare fractions. The first part of comparison, we do with the same numerator. So what are numerator? Numerator are the numbers on top. They are the numerator. So 1 here is the numerator. 1 here the numerator, 1 here the numerator, 2 here is the numerator. Denominator is the number at the bottom, okay? Denominator is the number at the bottom. So here we have 2 as the denominator, 4 as the denominator, 6 as the denominator, again 4 as the denominator, okay? So after we know that, we can compare the fractions of the same numerator.